The final part of my digital portfolio addresses standard number 6, administrator. The librarian and information teacher manages and administers the school family and advocates for the success of the educational program in collaboration with building and district principal. For this standard, I chose 3 different artifacts. The first artifact that I chose was cataloging in action. We had to meet with our school librarian and ask an array of questions from anywhere about spine labels, barcoding, due dates, stamping, and then all the way I asked a lot of questions about her role in the school environment as far as planning in-services and professional development days. The knowledge that I gained from this, the content knowledge and the professional growth knowledge, was truly enlightening. At first, I was very nervous to complete this assignment and asking so many different questions and taking away from her time. But the end process was that I learned so entirely much, more than I did in any other assignment. When you have that face-to-face interaction and you can just have the time to sit down and, learn more about being a librarian, but not only that, and kind of almost being an administrator at the same time was really, really helpful. So why was this assignment so important? Well, it kind of gave me the general background knowledge that I needed to have as a librarian. She showed me the ins and outs and everything, and she gave me the confidence that I needed to go ahead and do this job. Prior to this assignment, I didn't know what Destiny even was, which is what I had experienced. I had the chance to work with kids. In fact, I had the special needs class come in. When I was there and I checked out books for them and I learned the different kinds of books and the different sections she had marked off for them. So now, what am I going to do with this information? Well, first of all, I'm going to take it and I'm going to manage administrators in school library. So that's what it really helped me with. Going through this assignment gave me the confidence to ask her about helping me plan my own professional development day when I taught. So that's the information I took and that's what I went with. And she was very helpful in helping me find the best tool for technology for presenting it. So that's kind of why I use Google for my presentation. And then just giving me the confidence to collaborate, collaborating with teachers, knowing how to collaborate with the administrator, the Board of Education. All of those things through this assignment was key for me to learn to be a successful librarian. The second assignment that was extremely helpful was cataloging practice. I hadn't started all of my hours yet for my practicum log, so I didn't know much about Destiny besides the little bit of practice I got in the assignment before this, which was the one I just went over. So for this one, we had to practice cataloging with Destiny system. We had to identify ISBN numbers, cutter numbers, spine labels, and overall how to read a barcode. And then we also had to listen and watch a couple videos about how to understand the system, which was extremely helpful, especially when I went to Central Library, which is in Wichita downtown. They're the main cataloging of all of Wichita. So having a little bit of this experience definitely helped me later on in my practicum log. So not only did this help me with understanding Destiny, but it also kind of helped me understand the way the library was set up. It provided me with the model that I needed to be able to promote strategies for achieving digital tools and making everything more relatable for kids and for teachers. So knowing how to use this system to where it's the easiest for teachers to access. So I was able to go in and I added all the teacher resources. So if a teacher had a question about how many classroom books they had, they could easily had a link for them to go onto the on the library website for them to access and to figure out what they needed at the end of the year to check in. So, having this kind of experience, made me realize how to stay organized and how, when doing this, how am I going to make the life easier in the school environment easier for the students, the teachers, and of course the administrators, however I can help them by, an easy way of keeping track of everything. So this assignment gave me the knowledge that I needed to understand the Destiny system, how it worked, cutter numbers, and all of that. So now I can go out as a librarian and I feel comfortable with helping and managing my own school library. So it also taught me how to advocate, which is a big part of Standard 6, for school success. So this gave me, like I said, the tools that I needed to make students successful, teachers successful, and then having the administrators kind of know what's going on and how letting me, an easy way for me to show them everything that I do in the library and how I'm helping the teachers and the students. The last assignment, which I find is the assignment of all assignments, was the 120 hours. At first, when I found out about the practicum log, I kind of knew about it, but I didn't know everything it entailed until I started this class. I was extremely overwhelmed. In fact, I was in tears. But all in all, it was so beneficial for me, and it truly helped me understand the whole role I have to play in the success of the school library. So, what did I do? I had to interview a library specialist, which I did, present professional development, which was very enlightening for me. I was very nervous about doing it, but it went really well, and I had great success. Attend a professional conference. I did a couple of those at Pitt State. I went to a school board meeting, which was in June. So being the year that they were maybe going to shut down schools, it was really interesting to hear both perspectives. Attend a budget plan meeting, which I did. A curriculum development meeting, which I'm on, the human sex ed, which is something they hadn't updated since the 90s. So that was really, really good for me to be on and to see what a special role that a librarian can play in that, because of all of the ordering and getting the curriculum that we needed for it. Technology planning and committee meetings, I was definitely part of that. We are, in fact, the end of the summer and right now in the beginning of the 2016 school year, I was able to, we're getting all brand new computers. And so I got in a little bit of that, of how that works, the transition, re-imaging computers, getting all the data from our H drive onto the next computer. It was very good for me to learn and very enlightening. And then also I performed a reading project with wordless books for preschool age, technology with students. All of these things gave me the tools that I need to be the best school librarian I can be. So I was able to collaborate with staff, the administration, the community, major part of the community. I had the opportunity, since I took it in the summer, I worked at Central Library downtown in Wichita in the middle of working with all these parents for the summer reading program. So awesome for me to learn about, and how as a teacher I can kind of help my kids shift into the summer by utilizing all the resources that public libraries have, because it was unreal. I had no idea before working there everything they do for kids, and then it not only benefited me, but it also benefited my own kids and my own students, because then I kind of started working with the public library. I'm like, hey, this would be a great resource for you. Or, hey, my students now I'm taking to the Goddard Public Library to perform story hour and things like that. And then also learning about the Board of Education, learning about our own school board. I kind of learned the ins and outs, the lawsuit that we were in about, suing the state for unfair funding. And then also, like I said, the state of Kansas, and kind of learning about the ins and outs of education. So I've taken this log and all the experiences that I had, and I'm going to go forward now, hopefully finding a librarian position, which I think, crossing my fingers, is going to be one coming up this next school year in our district. So I'm going to take everything that I've learned from this log, all of the interviews and the meetings and the experience that I had, and apply it directly into my new job, trying to make students, teachers, and administrators successful, so that everyone in the environment is successful. So this overall has been so wonderful for me. I'm on my last semester of everything, and I'm just so thrilled to finally be so close, I can taste it, to be finishing up my portfolio. This was my last of my 6 parts. So the final one I'm finishing up with the administrator, which I find is so important, because it's taking everything that I've learned and collaborating it all together and then applying it through the school environment success. So thank you so much to all my professors and the experiences that you have given me. I look so forward to being a librarian, and I couldn't have done it without you. So thank you.